Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no mountains to make a sound. Round and round and round and round. No one wants to be first found.
Okay, so I'm doing this again. Hello, everybody. Because I just recorded it and I didn't have enough room, and so I have to do it again. And I even stopped it before it was over just to check and make sure I had enough room, and I didn't. So this is a redo. So Kane did a live the other night, and he brought this up on his live. And it's I'm showing you guys this for a reason. I've got a method to my madness here to show you something that's interesting, and I think Embry might be interested as well. So, and Veritas. So this is Lewiston police arrest a man after pursuit involving a stolen vehicle. So I'm going to let Kane read you this. Thank you, Kane. And then I will take it from there.
He definitely got it. And so, Lewiston, Idaho, the Lewiston Police Department has arrested a man in connection to a vehicle theft. According to police, the vehicle was driving in an area of 10th Street, and he got a regular stop. And the suspect was later found near the Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories. I responded to the area and located the suspect, but then he fled again. The suspect was eventually caught by officers. He was identified as 23-year-old Jonathan Ryan. Jonathan was taken into custody, booked into jail for resisting and obstructing, possession of rug paraphernalia, possession of METH, and possession of a stolen vehicle.
Okay, now let me show you why this is interesting to me. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold here just 1 minute. I'm going to pop over to Landglide. Okay. What we have here is Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories. And there's like lab, there's other things too. So I just want to show you all the different places where they are located. So there's one in Garland, Texas, West Lafayette, Indiana, Charlotte, North Carolina, Lake Zurich, Illinois, Boise, Idaho, Lewiston, Idaho, Moscow, Idaho, Pullman, Washington. Kitty's coming down. I think there's one more in here. Hold on. Where could it be? What are you doing, Kitty? Oh yeah. A very important one, Spokane Valley. It's got a Schweitzer Engineering over there. Okay, so now let me show you what I find very freaking interesting. Let's go to the Moscow one. Okay. Kitty, come here. So Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories. It's on a very large piece of land right here. It's a big piece of land right there. And this building is huge. Now, this building I'm going to show you is almost a $24 million building. Okay? It is, and they're building a brand new one over there in Pullman too, by the way. Well, it might be done by now. I know they were going to give it about another week and a half, and that was about a week and a half ago. So, what's interesting about this, it's right on Highway 95, right? It's also buck up against both of these trailer parks. And then this one. So that means that you've got, take this one earbud out. I can't hear anything when I got them both in there. It's like echoey. Okay, so Sand Road turns into Palouse River Drive, right? Now, you've got this trailer park here, and then you've got the one here. I'm going to go over there. That's my salad. You don't want that, honey. There you go. She wants to cuddle is what she wants. Here, come on. She's not taking, she decided, no, this is what I want. So I got to maneuver here a little bit. Okay, hold on, baby. Just a minute. Let me move everything. Just a minute. Okay. Come on. Okay, there you go. Okay, come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. Okay, so sorry about that. So we have got the good old Police Hills Community LLC. Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. So the one I'm looking, so what I want to show you is that right here in this trailer park, this is where James Curtis Leonard lives, right? Now, when he's looking out, I've always thought it was really weird because just the visual I got from that trailer, because I did a whole few, I think about 4 or 5 videos on that R40 trailer that Leonard's wife was talking about, where the 2 red cars were parked, that they were cleaning with bleach, those 2 cars. Okay, so that was the R40 trailer, and that is down in here. So the visual they have from their window is this right here. So the R40 trailer is somewhere like, well, it's on this side somewhere. I think it's more like, let me see which one it would be. I think it's this one right here. Right there. And so it's looking out to this stuff right here. And it always seemed so weird to me, what it looked like over there. It just seemed weird, like industrial, and I couldn't quite place what it was. Well, now we know it is a Department of Transportation, the Highways Department of Transportation area, which I also find very interesting that it would be right there in the vicinity. And I think you'll get what I'm getting at here in a second. Okay, so these are the shoes that were in this house, and there is literally nothing in the house. And there was some furniture, very, very minuscule, and there was one room that had like a jean patch quilt on it, and a single bed, and the closet had very neatly hung clothes. Looked like there might be some dress clothes, like maybe a uniform of some type, hanging on the side. And it's really interesting because, in the laundry room, there is a guitar case. So it looks like someone plays a guitar. So it's laying in there. There's no washer and dryer in there, just that. But the boots and stuff made me think, because, I mean, could those be, with one of the cowboys that was renting that place? And they kicked the woman out that lived there for years and years. She works for the Forest Service, and she had been literally for years, like 20-something, 16-something years or something. I think is what the neighbors said. And they just booted her and moved these guys in. There was 2 guys that the neighbor said that they moved in there. Yeah, interesting, don't you think? I think. And then right after this whole thing happened, they were gone. That quick. Moved them in September, I think. Oh, maybe it was August. In August. They moved them in when allegedly Kaylee moved there. And not allegedly, this is all actually, it shows it on reports and stuff, that Kaylee moved there about that time. And also Enon moved to the Queen Apartments, because he had 2 separate apartments. He has apartment in Pullman and apartment in the Queen Apartments there. So I find that very interesting as well. And it's not the only one that moved in there right around that time either. It's just a lot of people. It's just weird, if you haven't already. So in this trailer park also lives, is also where I found the red car where Farley's dad was in this park right here. So was Justin Olson in his car, probably meaning that Jordan was also going to be there as well, and possibly Christian Yenna. Who knows? That guy eludes everybody. But then you've got right across the way, which is always the case with these places that are stand out more than others. There's always some type of hospital or medical center directly across the street from them. Every single one of them. It is crazy, bizarre. Anyway, this is the back way to get up to the back road where they said that the car took. And then it came up this way, Conestoga, right? And when it came down, they said it took this way. So this way was Sand Road. It would go right past all these trailer parks right here. And it would continue going, but let me show you up here real quick. One thing I wanted to mention is that Conestoga Drive is where they said there was a vehicle that turned in here somewhere, right? Like it turned in like a cart driveway. They just kind of disappeared, is what they said. So, but there's a lot of people that live up here that we are very familiar with their names. And I find it very interesting that this is the path that it would take. It just seems so strange to me. But another thing I wanted to show you is that this Colt Road right here, where it's Colt and Conestoga, Colt Road is actually, God, I was trying to say Appaloosa, and actually at the same time, it wasn't working very good. Appaloosa. Man, I didn't know if I was ever going to get that one out. Oh, boy. Okay, so Colt Road is actually Appaloosa. Yeah, that's where, what's his face, Perky lived after he sold the 1122 King Roadhouse. He moved right up here. Yeah, crazy, right? We got a fry right here. Okay, here you go, guys. I stick these things in the middle of some of my videos because I find them when I'm looking for other photos, and because sometimes it's just better to stick them in between something and for safekeeping. So anyway, I'm off on a tangent. This really may or may not have anything to do with Schweitzer. I have no idea. This is just what I found in my photo album when I was looking for a certain picture, which I never did find the picture I was looking for. But this is Kyle and Brett Payne. This is when they're in the service. And this is like the places Kyle lived, and like the wifey and that kind of stuff, and just places that he was stationed. And he was stationed at Fort Lewis. Now, Fort Lewis and Steilacoom, where JJB was arrested, there's literally a freeway and a bridge in between the two of them. That's how close they are. Okay, so this is the only Brett Payne basically I could find anywhere. It was stuck in my, and I just found it now. I didn't even know I had this one, but this is the only one I can come across now. I can't find his name anywhere, and I don't know if it's just not coming up on my phone, because sometimes it'll do that. You know how you Google stuff and then it just won't come up anymore. So there's just some names here I find interesting. One of them being Nigel, which is odd because that's some of the names up in Carrie Willis's breakdowns of the Linda Lane footage. You hear Nigel, and you hear there's a couple other names in here too that I remember hearing. But there's ties with Colorado Springs, and I find that interesting. And then what's the other one I found? There's Nigel right there. Oh, and there's some other, there's Petersons. There's some Petersons in here. That's for UL. And I don't know. I just found it really interesting, the different things in here. And there's some other stuff coming up too that just has been in my album forever. Might as well get it out there. So I'm going to actually read this. Or actually, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to be quiet and let you guys read it, because you see it bigger than I do. I can't even see it right now. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Oh, wait, maybe I can read it. I'll try it next. I'll try it after this, I think. Let me see how much is left on it. So, Cadet Kyle Payne is a distinguished military graduate from St. Mary's. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. Instead of doing this or doing this, when this case first began, there was a post in either the Moscow Police Department stuff or somewhere there was this post. And a girl came in and she says, and she was addressing Brett Payne, and she's like calling him a liar and saying, "Who the hell do you think you are? Pretending you're your brother, Kyle." He says, "You know your brother was killed in a car accident years ago." And she just kept going off. And I wish I would have saved those, but I found that really, really interesting. I mean, to say the least, very interesting. So if anybody, I don't even remember what her name was. All I remember is that she went off. I keep wanting to say Loretta, but I don't think it is Loretta. I don't know. I don't know why that sounds familiar to me, but anyway. Kyle seemed like he was going places here. Didn't he? Doesn't he? Or is he? It now shows that he lives up on Walenta, about 2 blocks from the King House. That last name Ware sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. He excelled in everything he did. Okay, so here he is, getting an award. Yep, there he be. Looks pretty happy. It looks like he might even have braces on. Interesting. I don't know how prestigious that award is, but him and Brett both went to University of Idaho. And they could be twins. Seriously, I mean, if they weren't standing exactly together, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference, except for one's face is a little rounder, I think, than the other one's. And I think they're a couple years apart from each other. And, here's the report that Brian, when he went to apply for the police department, this is the email that they gave us. Now, I don't know if it's a real email or not. Could be fake, which who knows. But this was April 12th of 2022. Isn't that weird? 12/2022. Now that's even bizarre. Come on. I mean, crazy. And that was with Gary Jenkins. That's crazy too. Hi Tracy, I don't know who you are, but you're on now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And then we have this. Gunderson Construction. Get in touch, Ryan Gunderson. Now, this is interesting when it comes up here in just a second, because there's some other names in here that are also affiliated with this construction company, which I found very, very strange. And if it will hurry up, we'll be able to see it anytime now. Anytime. Well, maybe we can get them some business. This is like advertising, right? I know I kind of made this one a little bit long on this particular picture, but it is what it is. I can't distinguish how long I need to make the pictures bigger in order to talk about them. So, in here we've got all this construction company, right? The Gundersons. And they have some partners, which is really unbelievably... I mean, there's so many coincidences. Coinky dinks? Maybe, maybe not. I'm starting to think not. I'd like to know what building that is behind him. It looks familiar. Oh, I think that's a building on Steiner. It's a building on Steiner. And I think I know exactly which building it is too. There's a lot of them that look the same, but that one kind of stands out. Here we go. Here we come. Look at the names. Gray, Gunderson, Payne, and Mortensen. And then look at this list like next to it. This one's even crazier. Look who it's got in here. I mean, it's got the Johnsons. It's got that Braxton guy, Braxton, but now it's Braxton Gray. It's got an Emery, Watts. Let me see, Stevens. There's a Stevens. There's a Forrest Payne. I mean, there's like so many names in here, you guys. And I don't even know I don't even know why. There's a Bell. Here you go. Get in touch right now. Go get you some construction done. This is just pictures I had in my album, so I'm just sharing them with you guys. And maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's something, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just a construction company. Could very well be. Maybe it isn't. That too. But anyway, just like I said, thought I'd share. We're going to get back to the land glide momentarily. Okay, when the next picture came up, it reminded me what I was looking for, and that was the police report about the brain on the dumpster at Sigma High, November 13th. But Steve Fry, reported it on the 15th or the 16th. And I couldn't find it in here, but that's what I was looking for. I do have it somewhere. If not, I do have a video of it that shows it. But I found it weird that he didn't turn it in for 3 days after. Usually I tag all these things. Is this one it? Yeah, that's Judge's right there. So let me tag it. So that's Judge's. And that means that right here is Vargas. She's the, this is the woman that's been on the police force in Moscow for like 20-something years. Right here at the very end where it says Shetland Court, this house right here that's now somebody else's house used to be the Bailey's house. The Bailey's, where they used to live there. They don't live there anymore. So right beside the Bailey's house, there's a long, now that with that tag there, you can't see it. So I'm going to stick the plus sign right here. So right straight up between the Bailey's place and the other two on the other side, there, that little piece of, that skinny little piece of gray with the yellow on the lines on the side, that's actually steps. Really nice, well done stairwell. And it's got handrails and everything. It's really nice. So all they'd have to do is walk right up here and then go right here. Now, this is Ridge Road. Ridge and Walenta are basically the one and the same. So this is the back way to Walenta. And then you go down here and you're on Taylor, and then King's right here. So this right here is Moyes, and you just overlook right here is the house. So it's just only that far away, right there. That was Bailey's house right there. So there's Wrenches right there. So yeah, right there. I mean, it's, and Wrenches, guess what Wrenches overlooks? Overlooks Blake and Deacon. Jeez. So this is Blake right here. You know how they're saying that the new pictures that come out where they're showing the girl walking? Well, it's actually right here where, this is the Blake Avenue right here, where they said that the girl was walking from there to the King house, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how that worked, but, and I don't think that's Dylan either. But, and this is Linda Lane right here. Okay, so back this way. Watch your eyeballs. I'll watch my fingers and you watch your eyeballs. We're going to go back down here to Sand Road.